Hey everyone, we are live on location at CEO Space Forum, and with me is a very special guest. He is America's top business coach, also an author, speaker, and an incredible father. Our friend, please help me welcome Mr. Bill Walsh. Hey,
please,
Bill,
thanks for having me. I'm awesome. How are you?
Great. I don't even know how many times we've interviewed, but we're just going to have,
We'll just have some more fun.
Exactly.
Good.
So first of all, how's your mom doing?
She's doing much better, thank you. Clean bill of health. They told her that she had like 8 months to live, and now 6 months later, they gave her a clean bill of health. So it's awesome. Thank you so much. And you know what? A little power of prayer works.
Oh, absolutely. So great on that. Well, I want to talk to you today about how you became one of the biggest event companies out there. And I think it was in a very short period of time.
Yes.
Within like 5 years or something.
Yes.
And there are so many people out there who are trying to create that sort. And,
right.
And as we know in the business, the hardest thing is to fill seats at
right.
events. So let's talk about that.
I think the difference is that for most people in this industry, they believe that they can build it all through advertising. They believe they can just run ads, put something on TV, put something on the radio, put something on the internet, and people are just going to show up.
Yeah.
And the problem is that's pretty much dead. The secret is that you have to build great relationships. So if you're thinking about how do you fill events, how do you get people out to your learning education events or any kind of seminars or programs you're doing for whatever business it is, right? You have to build great relationships first, which means take the time in those markets to actually build active communities. Build raving fans. One of the things I trained here at CEO Space was about build raving fans. From raving fans, create referral programs. From referral programs, make it easy for them to market your next event. So does it take longer? Absolutely. Is it instant gratification? No. But if you're really thinking about how do you build a long-term community with super customers that have great outcomes, you build raving fans, you make it easy for them to market you, and then you host world-class events, which means that pick great locations and always give more than what they expect, which means that if they're coming for an event and they expect it to be an evening session, have some hors d'oeuvres, have some extras there, have some free gifts. People love free gifts. But what we did that was different was really about building great, solid relationships with local promoters. It took us a whole lot longer to do that, right? But in every market we go to, we look where we can spend money, invest our money into sponsoring great events. And from those sponsors, over the years, not over the weeks or the months, but over the years, we built world-class relationships. And I think that's the difference in why we've become so successful and many of these companies are now out of business.
So I've been to many of your events, and you're right. We love the swag, and of course, us doing red carpets and celebrity stuff. The swag is always good. Even celebrities want
absolutely
the free
they do.
Stuff.
Yep.
So what I liked about your events is you have the smaller events that are very intimate to these enormous, large, massive.
Very true.
Thousands of people there.
Yep.
And so is that on purpose, that do you build from the smaller, where you're building the community?
We do, and that's the thing, is that we have community events about 100 times a year. So in the US and Canada alone, where their local entrepreneurs that come together and get a chance to create connections. So we totally come from that abundant space. Many seminar companies say you can't exchange cards, you can't talk to other people, they come from the preview, they can't put their information out. We're like, listen, meet everybody. Meet as many new people as you can. Because if you help one customer make more money, they're going to go tell 5. Who will tell 5? Who will tell 5? So from the Entrepreneur Nights, we then have many different programs like our Rainmaker Business Course, which is our 2.5-day business course now, almost 10 years having that program now.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy how time flies by? We have speaker programs, and those are very small programs, all done for you. We build their product box, we create their media kit, we shoot their videos, and we put them on a stage in 60 days selling their program.
Right on.
So it's an amazing, amazing course. Then of course we learn our high-level masterminds like Win University. We do 2 exotic retreats a year to the most amazing places, and it's a think tank. Every customer gets in front of the group, has to share their vision, share their message, share their challenges, and the whole think tank gives them feedback on their business. It's an incredible way to grow your business, and the relationships there are priceless. So we've built a machine really around serving lots of great customers.
Well, what I love about you is not only do you work hard, you play hard as well.
That's true.
You live life large. And you're such a wonderful father in that you can be at an event and say, I got to go and I take my private jet because I'm going to go see my son play ball.
Well, because where's your priorities, right?
Yeah.
And I think when you have your priorities correct, everything else works out. So many times I have left events and I've left early just to go catch a basketball game. Because, like I said, you can always make money, but you can never buy back time. And and they'll always remember the fact that you were there, even if you were just in the stands and even didn't catch the whole game. The fact that you were there for the game is priceless to them. And for me, I'm the one, I believe that I get the greatest gift, not just them, right? I'm just very thankful to be able to do that.
So if we're looking to create quantum success and quantum productivity in our own lives, we want to balance everything. We want to have our work life and have our family life. What are some tips or tricks that we can do?
Well, one of the first things is that what does quantum success look like for you? You see, what happens for many people is that they think their success is based on someone else's paradigm. You have to have success based on your own outcome. What is it you're looking for? And it doesn't have to be some pie-in-the-sky dream, but something realistic. You know, what would it look like 1 or 2 years from today if you really hit all the markers? And I like the way to have this: have minimum goals, maximum goals, and then have outrageous goals. Give yourself some outrageous things to shoot for, right? Even if you fall short of the outrageous, you probably hit the maximum. But the secret for this, and obviously the key to productivity, is that take yourself out of the picture. What would your business look like if you weren't there? How effective would your company run if you weren't in the middle of everything? Many times the biggest obstacle for most people in their business is them. So I asked themselves, if you could just answer these simple questions, if there was 3 things you could do that is the absolute best use of your time every day, the 3 highest productivity items that you're going to do, what is the best use of your time to increase the bottom line and grow that company? And then the next thing will be is that, what can you begin to delegate? You'll find that millionaires, they delegate everything. So only do the things you're great at, delegate the rest. And this may take you 6 months to get to that point. But at some point you're going to realize that you can be more productive by 10 a.m. than most people are in a whole week.
Yeah.
When you can begin to delegate the things that you're not. If you're not great at building websites, stop building websites, right? If you're not great at these things, find someone that's great, let them do it. And then you only focus on the things you're absolutely the best at. And that's where quantum productivity starts. It's allowing yourself to step out of the picture, right? To allow others to do things that you're not so good at, let them do it.
So did you hit all 3 marks?
I did, and of course the other thing that really goes back to is that, you know, your highest core values. You know, if you had to mark up your highest core values, what are they? And once you realize that if your values are lined up with your actions, you're unstoppable.
And then you're just going to attract the people and resources
Absolutely.
that you need.
And only the best resources. I'm a big believer that you can never pay too much for good help. And you can never pay too little for bad help. Right? Because if you got to go do it again, it's going to cost you 10 times more.
Dude, you're preaching to the choir. I've done Craigslist ads, so
yeah,
I know.
You know how that goes.
Yeah,
there you go. Sure.
It's not,
you're getting what you're paying for.
Exactly. So those are great tips.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And I know there's so many people out there who are watching, and we have a heavy entrepreneurial market.
Yep.
And as you know, in entrepreneurship, there are ups and downs, but the hard part is for people to really sustain and create their vision and to stick to it until they create that success. So what message do you have for them?
Stay committed, stay focused. The word focus means this: follow one course until successful. Follow one course until successful, which means take the time to build a real business. If you're not going to commit 2 years to your business, don't start. And it's not going to be easy. You're going to have good days and bad days. You'll have days that are unbelievably incredible outcomes, some days where the outcomes are very little. But that's what being an entrepreneur is. And just be ready for those challenges. You know, and I do believe that people come into your life for a reason, a season, right, or a lifetime. And the question is that, who are you surrounding yourself with? Take a step back and look at who's on your team. You know, are you surrounding yourself with positive, inspired people? Or do you have people that all they do is complain and moan and whine, right? And you're going to become a product of who you spend your time with.
Exactly.
So when it comes to creating that business and getting through the adversities, you've got to have something inside that calls you and moves you at a core level, right? But then you also have to be the one that inspires and provides the vision for the rest of the team to see. And then before you know it, you'll begin to attract better people. You'll have it's not that you're moving away from negative people, you're focused on spending more time with super high quality people. And then committing to those big goals and dreams, but by doing the right things every day. It's not working faster, it's not trying to work harder. It's beginning to work more efficient, right? And many times that more efficient starts with working on yourself. And somebody told me a long time ago, they said, a better tomorrow starts with a better you today.
So true. Always profound, always wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing.
Please, thanks for having me
today. If people want to get a hold of you, if they want to learn more about your programs, or if they want
That'd
to
be great.
speaking, where do they go?
So you can go online to this website, go to iPowerTeam, that's iPowerTeam.com. We got lots of free gifts on there. Join our newsletter, but definitely get the free downloads. You'll see some links on there for free downloads, free books, free videos. Take all of them. They're great free stuff. You're going to love them. And once again, thanks for having me on the show. So awesome. Love it.
We love you, Bill. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.